Yeah, the like we were saying, like I was saying earlier about how the show was spread things out and we had a lot more just Shinji alone time. When it's condensed like this, there's a lot more emphasis on the characters' relationships. So we have a lot more interactions with Gendo and the dynamic that Shinji has with Gendo, his father. And then there's also a lot more interaction between Shinji and Rei. I thought that it was just a much closer relationship than the series was, but I think part of that is because the series spread it out so
Yeah,
much more.
it's despite that a lot of the motions that they're going through are seem the same. Just the way that they're talking to each other seems just that slightest bit different, so that they're growing closer together.
Mm-hmm.
There's more of a solid friendship than the weird Rei that we're kind of used to. So then we get Misato, who is still serving her function as Shinji's guardian, but again, her whole role in Shinji's life is a lot more, I'd say, there, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah.
They're, it seems like their just on-screen time together is, she's much more assertive with Shinji. This is a Shinji who himself is a lot less whiny, but at the same time he's got Guardian in Misato, who's a lot more willing to get her hands dirty to get him back in the game. And that leads to one of the bigger differences that we'll be discussing later when we talk about the big changes.
But the last relationship we'd like to talk about is
It's more of the relationship
the show has
as
with
with
product placement.
lots of product placement.
Do you guys like Doritos? Do you want to see them all the time?
I really wanted Doritos after that scene. Like in the TV show,
Don't
might
you mean the movie?
After
It was
the-
like one constant scene with
there were a lot of Doritos. There was some Pizza Hut in there too. We got some Code Geass action. It was one of those things where it was like in the original, Misato just buys a bunch of off-brand stuff for their feast of junk food, and in this it's like Doritos. Like they actually showed what brand of beer. I think there was actual Pepsi Cola on screen. It was like, oh my god, you dirty sellouts, you. There was a chicken restaurant that was advertising chicken burgers with like Shinji and Misato looking all happy when this movie came out. It's terrible. I'll give the link to that in the description because that's just too weird.
Yeah, so we thought we'd do a little product placement of our own,
So
but our only sponsor really is YouTube.
YouTube, arguably.
So we're going to keep randomly saying YouTube throughout the show to remind you where you're watching this.
just in case you can't see that little logo up in the upper left-hand corner there.
Or the right, or the middle, or with that pop-up that comes up at the bottom.
You should watch all of your videos on YouTube.
I don't know of any other way.
So yes, YouTube. Product placement. We've gone through some of those subtle changes. There are some big changes. Like we said, for all of those who have seen the series already, who are like, oh god, he said shot for shot remake. Is the only difference really like pacing and Doritos? Because if that's the case, then you guys are full of crap. I don't want to see this movie. No.
No.
There are big changes.
We already discussed the angel one. We have a different angel set. Well, the same angels, but different numbers on
But
them.
looking a lot prettier and
Looking a lot prettier.
and scarier and
Those that might remember that diamond one, I know Nick knows the names of these guys.
Ramiel, the original fifth angel, now sixth angel, Ramiel. Remember that big old diamond? Yeah.
With the tube that went straight down.
He's a lot scarier now.
Yeah.
It's not just a diamond anymore.
It's amazing looking.
That was them using the animation to its best ability right there,
Oh,
because it was really impressive every time that thing did anything. It even dies impressively.
Yeah. One of the other things you'll probably notice right away because it's right in your face is all the water is red now.
We don't see any blue water over the course of this film. Every time you see water, it's red.
Even in the bathtub. And there are a few scenes. No one really naked.
That the classic uncomfortable scene in Ray's room is still there, but I guess because they got a feature film license and they didn't have to worry about TV censors, they decided to just not have the tastefully placed lamp in the way, and it's just up.
Hooray! Convenient censorship, no more. I guess we're edgy now.
If it weren't for some of the fan base, that scene wouldn't bother me so much.
Yeah. Another thing, just kind of interesting, when the angels die, they double rainbow
all the way. What does it mean?
You'll have to put a link for that video, too.
They actually rainbow. I mean, there's rainbows, and usually they let out a really cool death scream. That, Ramiel, as we already mentioned, lets out this really cool noise before blood-splosion rainbows everywhere. And that's what it is. It's always a blood-splosion. It's just...
It's like raining blood, but then it rainbows. So, yeah, wrap your head around that.
Artistically, really something. Like I said, Misato's more motivated when it comes to motivating Shinji to get off his butt. And during the Ramiel fight, she takes him down to the nerve basement. Everyone remember what's down in the basement?
All sorts of things.
It's not my Titanic popcorn tub. No, I'm sorry, now I'm ripping someone else off. No, we see the crucified angel thing.
Which, if those that remember the show will remember it by the name Adam.
Except they call it Lilith right away.
And not only that, it's a completely different mask.
Yeah, it does not look like the same thing that was in the TV series. We've got...
It actually looks like Setchiel is the one with the long nose. Right?
Yeah. It's got the Setchiel mask, yeah.
Yeah. And that's just about where the movie ends, actually. There's about 5 more minutes.
There's a big freaky ending that we're not going to spoil for you, because we've spoiled too much already.
We have, just by talking about this scene. But to put it in perspective, this scene happens really near the end of the original television series. Like, almost the end. Like, within 5 episodes of the end, I want to say. And the fact that it happens now, before a bunch of characters show up, like...
Asuka's not here yet.
Asuka's not even on the scene yet. She hasn't even been mentioned.
Asuka hasn't been mentioned. Kaji hasn't been mentioned. The thing that I noticed is that the story is moving a lot faster. Like, it's not just wait for angels to attack, fight Angel, and then give us a little bit of story. They have laid all the cards on the table right away. It's just like, okay, this is Lilith. If the angels come in contact with her, terrible things will happen. That's what Second Impact was, okay? Got it?
Got it?
This is big. I mean, they're just laying everything out on the table. Gendo seems to have everything kind of planned out. It's freaky to see where this is going. It seems a lot more like the characters within the show have this planned out, rather than it just kind of slowly moving along.
It's not the monster of the week, it's all premeditated.
It's pretty intense. I don't know how to describe it other than that. Well, other than that, I'm really freaking out for the next movie.